Hey, ¿qué onda, chavos? Bienvenidos aquí a los amigos de Downey Nissan. Hasta Eddie, he knows it already, man. Eddie with the Z.
Así es.
Not that your last name is.
Cuando eres el concesionario número 1 de Nissan, no es sorprendente que la gente venga de todos lados por nuestros precios y servicios increíbles aquí en Downey Nissan. Y ahora queremos darle la bienvenida y ser parte de nuestra gran familia. Si estás en busca de un gran vehículo nuevo o usado, o si solo quieres hacerle servicio al que ya tienes, permítanos ayudarte. Visita Downey Nissan hoy mismo.
Zapato or anything like that, sino que eres un dueño de un Nissan Z, ¿no?
Yeah.
Sí. Oye, Rebecca, ¿qué onda? ¿Cómo estás?
Muy feliz por estar aquí una vez más. Tenemos algo emocionante de hablar.
Sí.
Eddie with the Z doesn't only own the Z, but he also works with us here at Downey Nissan.
Of course. Eddie, first of all, before we start talking about your Z, I want Rebecca to tell us a little bit about Downey Nissan. ¿Qué onda con Downey Nissan?
Pues somos el Nissan dealer número 1 en todo California. Tenemos autos nuevos, seminuevos, certificados y usados. Y te vamos a tratar como familia el momento que tú entras por las puertas. Te vamos a dar los mejores precios y toda la información que tú necesitas para hacer una decisión educada en la compra de tu auto nuevo, seminuevo, certificado o usado.
¿Y cuál es el número de teléfono?
888-282-5597. Llama si necesitas servicio. Aquí está Eddie. Si necesitas un auto nuevo, aquí estamos todo el equipo, todos los amigos de Downey Nissan listos para ayudarte.
Así es. Oye, Eddie, entonces trabajas aquí en Downey Nissan, trabajas en el departamento de service. How long you been doing this for?
I've been doing this for 2 years.
2 years?
already.
And how do you like it?
I love it.
Yeah, how'd you get into this, man?
I actually met up with a technician here one day during the COVID era.
Uh-huh.
People just drove out, just drive for fun. Me and Alfredo, well, I didn't know him at the time, but I went to Long Beach and I saw a black Z and I had a white Z. So like, oh, I like a car too. And we started going off like, oh, I work at Downey Nissan. I'm like,
Right.
oh, like, I literally live, on Southgate.
Bro, okay.
So I'm like, oh, okay,
So you're a Southgate Ram?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I told him like, hey, do you have any positions? But like, yeah, let me just have a manager. I asked the manager at the time.
Right.
He was able to get me in, and then ever since then, I love working here at Downey Nissan.
Nice. Oye, Rebecca, so they offer like the best service here in Downey Nissan. Do you need reservations or anything like that to get your vehicle, worked on?
You can come in without an appointment, but it's always advised to make your appointment. You can make it online. You can call al 888-282-5597. But I know sometimes we don't have time to make an appointment because we work so much or the family. So we do have just a drive-through.
Yeah, but come early because it gets pretty packed, man, and you don't want to be stuck in that line. But they do great service. I always see people come and do their maintenance because it's required, right? It's important, right, to do service to your vehicle?
100%.
Right, okay.
Unless you drive an electric car.
Yeah, that's true, too. I mean, it's low maintenance, really low maintenance. So, Eddie, what was your first car, man, before you got a Nissan Z?
You know what? I actually started in the truck world where I owned a little classic truck.
Oh, really? What kind?
I owned a 1997 GMC Sierra.
Okay.
And I loved it, but for some reason I took it one day mounted. I didn't feel like the handling was good.
Right.
And I test drove it 370. I was like, you know what? It's actually like pretty good. I love it, and I fell in love with it. And then I took it to the mountains, and oh my God, the handling is just amazing on it.
Right. And ever since you've had this Nissan Z?
Yes.
Yeah. What color is it?
It's a pearl white.
Pearl. Ooh, nice.
Beautiful.
So it reflects really nice when it's all nice and washed.
Yes.
Have you modified it at all? Or?
I have. I actually put a lot of Nismo parts on it.
Okay.
I actually put suspension on it.
Okay.
So now it's even lowered, and it actually handles way, way better now.
So for those that don't know what Nismo is, what is it, man?
It's the motorsport division of Nissan, right? And what they do is they import the vehicle's performance, anything from the engine to the exhaust and towards suspension as well.
Does yours your exhaust throw flames out?
Not yet.
No, oh, you're getting to it?
To a point, yes.
Oh, really? So what causes that, man? Like, it's just emissions. What do you call it? emissions combustion, or what is it? Why is it?
So it depends on. You're supposed to basically change the brain of the vehicle, right, to do certain items. For example, is it just certain gases, right?
Right.
They have to go at a certain time, but instead of what happens is it alterates it.
Okay.
So that way it causes that fire and that flame to come out.
Wow, that's crazy, man. I see a lot of videos on that, and sometimes I see people getting burned because a lot of spectators don't know about this stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So this Nissan Z, how long have you had it, you said?
I had it for 2 years now.
2 years?
Yes.
So pretty much, is it expensive to modify these vehicles? Because there's a lot of people that are interested, like the Z right behind you. It's a very, what kind of car is this exactly, Rebecca?
Eddie will give you all the information on
There's a 50 anniversary edition of the Z. It's going to be towards the actual Z we have over there in the showroom floor. It's going to be a nomination towards that.
Right.
As you can see, it does have the same wheel style as the older version and also the same color.
Wow.
What's the difference between this one and an actual new Z? This one actually has wider fender flares and a different grille on the front end.
And this is a 50th anniversary?
Correct.
What's the asking price for this baby?
Asking price would be somewhere around the 70,000, I believe.
Okay.
But if you want to be part of the C Club exclusive right
What
now,
is that?
you can
Z
get,
Club exclusive.
The Z's under MSRP. On top of that, you get 10% off parts and accessories and a lot of C swag.
Yeah. So it's an exclusive club for Nissan members or for this Downey Nissan?
Yeah, for Nissan C owners, an exclusive club. So if you want to be part of it, just call right now al 888-282-5597 o ven en persona and we can give you more information about it.
Hey Eddie, so your Z, you said it's white, pro white, right?
Yes.
And what color are the seats and stuff like that?
It's going to be black interior. I
Black interior?
prefer black interior because, when it's night driving, I prefer everything to be dark.
Look at you, suspicious guy, huh? Yeah.
Where's your favorite place to take your Z? You said the mountains.
It would be Angeles Crest Highway. Are you guys familiar with
Yeah,
that?
definitely. I used to ride there on my motorcycle.
Love it, especially in the sunset.
Yeah.
Really, really amazing.
Well, I've never liked the sunset, man, because sometimes you get that nasty glare, especially when you ride a motorcycle because of the helmet. Sometimes it gives you that nasty sun reflection, and then you don't know
see anything.
Can't really see anything, man.
You can see through the sunset.
I try to, but
Yeah.
I still love it.
Do you hit the GMR up at nighttime or no? Have you gone up there or no?
I have hit it once on nighttime, but
I heard it's pretty scary.
it is scary.
Yeah.
Definitely is scary.
Yeah.
But once you get used to it, you're like, oh, okay, I know the route already.
Yeah, once you know that route, it's like it's breezy, easy peasy, right?
Right.
Yeah. So what's the most fun thing you've done on your Nissan Z?
Nissan Z was probably be taking it to the PCH, Pacific Coast Highway.
Okay.
Driving up all the way over there, all the way to Malibu, especially that restaurant. I'm familiar with it. I believe with the Fast and the Furious,
Okay.
where the Supra and then the Ferrari go up against the
Right.
restaurant. This drive right there is amazing.
Yeah. So do you drift or you don't like wasting your tires?
I would love to start drifting, but unfortunately, tires are really expensive.
Yeah.
Especially on that vehicle.
Right? Don't they usually go and buy used tires and just put them in the rear? Or
Yes.
it's still expensive?
Yeah, it's still really expensive.
Really?
Yes.
I remember back in the days, I'm not that old, but But used tires, because I couldn't afford new tires, I would get used tires. They were pretty cheap, like $25. They're not
Sure.
20, just in any tire shop. But that was back like when I used to do my craziness as well. But we're in 2024, and so how much are used tires now?
For that, so the rear side, you're looking at probably at least used tires like around 100 or more.
Really? Oh
Yeah,
my goodness!
because they are wide.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
So, Eddie, what would you tell somebody who wants to Z, and they're scared, they don't know if they should make that commitment yet?
I would say definitely go for it. It's a definitely fun experience. It handles pretty well, and it has the power that you need.
Now, so the Nissan Z, for those that don't know, and especially for me that I don't know, is the Nissan Z lower than of course the GTR, or is it almost there? I don't know if that makes sense.
It's like a baby GTR.
Baby GTR. Oh wow, I didn't know that.
I think the Z personally drives better than the GTR.
Really?
I think so.
Why is that?
Because when you're driving the GTR, you can hear the engine, and it feels like the engine's going to fall off or something like that.
Even on the
It's
newest
scary.
models? Is that because it's so powerful or what?
Maybe.
It has bigger turbos than the Z, so you hear it more like spool up.
Oh, damn.
So if you're like a car person that likes that noise, you're not scared of it. But
Right.
if, you know, you want something more luxurious, more quiet, I think the Z is fine to drive.
Nissan Z or GTR for being more comfortable?
For being more comfortable, you know that for me, I would say the GTR.
Really?
Right? Because it's more luxurious inside. It has a Bose speaker in the back, which has 2 subwoofers.
Right.
Right? And then the whole inside of it, it's just meant to be comfortable. Now, if you get the GTR Nismo, that's a different story right
Wow.
there.
So you feel everything on the road.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that have gone like sports cars, like Beamers and stuff like that, and they kind of regret it at the end because they're not comfortable commuter vehicles. Man, it's like hard. You feel every freaking bump. So it's like, wow, either you get the name brand or you suffer the consequences.
Well, Nissan cars are really, really comfortable. I mean, you don't have to get a GTR to drive comfortable. You can get the Rogue, you can get the Pathfinder, the
Right.
Sentra, because it has the NASA-inspired seats, so
Right.
you won't fall asleep on the wheel. It's literally the most comfortablest ride you've ever been on. So if you like road trips, and sometimes you're like, oh, my back, I just drove 4 hours to Vegas. Driving inside the any Nissan, you won't feel that.
So a lot of these cars, like you mentioned, the Rogue and the Pathfinder, you got the Altimas. They all have this crazy technology. Do the Nissan Zs and GTRs come with this stuff, or and they kind of tend away from it because they're just sports cars? Like,
I believe on the newer vehicles like Altimas, Pathfinder, Sentras, they come with a thing called zero gravity seats. So it's basically meant to put you comfortable towards a long drive.
Right.
Now towards the Z, right? Or Z is like it'll get you comfortable enough, but like
they're not meant for long
bucket
drives.
seats.
yeah, they're
Yeah,
bucket.
they're
They're
bucket.
they
They're sporty seats,
Yeah.
so they kind of like
hug you. a
hug
little.
you,
Nice.
yeah. So if you're turning, you won't
Yeah,
slide
you won't
right, man.
or fly out the window.
So when did Nissan Zs become popular, like really popular? I know we have the old school style in the back, but there was a time when they were too roundish now, and now they're different design, right?
I believe it was like sort of in the 2000s, especially when Tokyo Drift came out.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with that movie, but that's when everyone saw the movie. You know what? They were selling them, so people started modifying, and there's a bunch of aftermarket support for these vehicles. A lot. Yeah, so these people started like, you know what? Let me do my own design. Let me play with it a little bit.
Right.
And Eddie, how would you compare the Z to other like sport cars? What do you think?
I would say the Z is a very fantastic car. It's just wide. It's perfect. It's actually pretty good on gas too, surprisingly.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And, for a starter vehicle and for a powerful vehicle, it's really, really good. And the support, it just has a lot of support with it.
Right. What about the safety features? What's a Nissan Z, like the one the 50th anniversary one have?
The 50th anniversary comes with standard, for example, I believe is blind spot monitoring on the vehicle. And it also has the front sensors in the front as well. And it has rear sensors in the back for in case when you're parking.
Wow.
It's a
dope.
little bit difficult to see, but with those sensors, they'll actually
Are they
help out.
2-seaters or 4-seaters?
2-seaters.
Oh,
It's a
2-seaters.
sports car.
No, I know. What
It's
I
an
know.
anti-suegra.
Oh, anti-suegra. What about GTRs? Are also 4-seaters or 2-seaters?
2-seater.
Really?
Yeah.
I never see
They're
guys
sports
with.
cars.
I never see guys with.
Two-door.
I know, but sometimes there's 2 seats in the back. I don't know. I'm asking. Give me information. Jeez.
You have to test drive one.
I would love to test. Do they have them available?
Yes, of
Yeah?
course. We have so many C's here, actually.
Oh my goodness. What colors are there?
What colors do we have? The
I-
yellow one just sold.
Yellow one. There's 2 yellows actually. There's the
You know what yellow means, right? Sorry for interrupting you. You know what yellow? Tell them what yellow cars mean.
Yellow cars mean good luck.
No, say it. Tell them what it means.
We learned this.
Yeah, we learned it from Yael.
Good look at you.
You don't forget. Yellow means that you're sexually active.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course
Oh,
you
wow.
would remember that
Yeah, I
one.
remember that one. So, anyways, go on. So you had a yellow one that got sold.
So there's a 240 edition, I believe, that's a yellow, and then there's a different yellow that they're making. They have it on their website, right? And then they have this orange one, which is only unique to this specific anniversary edition.
Right.
You got rosewood, you got a dark blue, you got a very nice metallic red. I believe it's a red coat, I believe. There's regular red, pearl white, silver, gunmetal, and then I believe...
Oh, gunmetal. That's like gray, right?
Yes, darker gray.
Damn.
And then I believe that's it. And then black.
Yeah. Okay, when I was doing research on the Nissan Zs, because I was trying to get people to come up and bring their vehicles so we could talk to them about it, I noticed that there's Nissan Z 340 and then 370. Is that right?
I believe it's 350 and then 370.
Okay, what's the difference?
So basically, the engine on the 350Z, there was two engines. There was a DE and then a HR. So I believe in 2005, they changed the engine and they put a new one. It could be more powerful. Right. And then from that engine, the HR, they modified it, and then they made it into a 370Z, which added, I believe, a little bit of space of 0.2, which made it 3.7.
Oh, okay, so it's just the engine difference.
Yes.
So the 370 is of course, more powerful than the 340, right?
Yes.
Okay, the what? 350? 350. Oh, okay.
And then the new ones are just Z.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why? Oh, because they don't need to say the number on the engine?
Yeah, so basically in regards to that, they used to say, for example, a 350, it had a 3.5.
Right.
370 had a 3.7. But unfortunately, on this vehicle, it was a twin turbo 3.0. So it wouldn't make sense for them to make it to a Nissan 400Z.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Eddie, so, you know a lot about Nissan Zs, and what changes would you personally like to see come from factory when they start releasing the new models?
That's a very, very great question. I think it would be a little bit on the interior, just a little bit. Let's see what we can do with that interior. Mm-hmm. Other than that, the vehicle looks very, very great on the outside. Handles very well. Mm-hmm. Okay. I actually drove this vehicle to Orlando for a car show I recently had. It was very, very nice driving. Yeah. It was comfortable.
How fast did you go? You don't want to incriminate yourself?
Speed limit. Speed limit.
I like the way I like how I could see right through you, man. Yeah, that's good, man. But you got a lot of attention from people?
Yeah. Actually, people were like, oh, this one looks kind of like different. I told them, like, oh, yeah, it's going to be the 55th anniversary edition. It's a little bit wider than the actual Nismo. The Nismo is actually supposed to be the top performance line, but this one is actually pretty nicer because the unique design it has in front and how wide it is.
And the color, too.
Yes,
I love the color.
definitely the color.
Guys, something important here that you guys hopefully heard. Obviously, Eddie Z has been here for about 2 years. He's in service. They hand him the keys to this expensive vehicle to take from Downey to Long Beach. So that means this guy is really Irwindale, and he's really trustworthy. So that says a lot about him and his service here in Downey Nissan, right?
Absolutely, yeah, because, we're trusting somebody like Eddie who just started here with a $70,000 car. We're trusting him to deliver great customer service with our customers.
Yeah. So that says a lot about you, man.
Yeah.
How can people contact him if they need some service done for the vehicles?
They can still call 888-285-5597. When they pull up, they're going to see Eddie, greeting them with a smile. If they don't have time to make an appointment, they can just drive up, or you can do it online at downeynissan.com.
Nice. All right. Before we let go of the show, again, the Nissan club thing that you guys got here?
Yeah, the exclusive C membership. You get Z's under MSRP, and you get 10% off any parts or accessories. Plus, you get exclusive C swag when you join the membership.
Cool. You want to invite the people to come down to service, Eddie?
Yeah, if you guys have any car, anything that you guys need with service, just feel free to contact me. My name is going to be Eddie.
If you want to have a Z talk with Eddie,
Yeah, if you want an old Z, he'll probably help you get those parts that you need, help you install them. And they also, you guys have a program here where you pay as you go if you can't afford that initial payment, right?
Correct.
What's it called?
Sunbit.
Pay now. Fix it now, pay later.
Nice. All right, Eddie Z, thanks for being here on our show with the Amigos de
Downey Nissan,
man. Number one more time, Rebecca.
888-285-5597.
All right, man. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Eddie.
All right, bro. Nice.